I'm feeling into a little bit how I would like to do this, because right now we are feeling that we remember the past, and we used to be here. We used to record like this, with the sun like this, and we remember that was the start of, that was the entire holistic optimizer and the free Channeling Jesus that we created a while back. And in many ways, we feel like we took a little detour in a way, because our body needed to heal a bit more. Our body needed to go through more we just needed more time to just digest all of that, because it was a big transition. Imagine transitioning from just caring about everything outside, people pleaser, that was me. But no one knew that, because I was playing a really good game. But once I realized that, people don't even care. I just keep giving because I think it's expected, And when I realized that everything I did with this challenging transitional karmic relationship that was really pivotal for our comprehension, and the shifts that produced was tremendous. It was really something that, it's like I actually survived that, It's a little bit, when you look back, of what we allowed. And that was all on us. We had to agree to that. At what point do we say, hey, this is not okay? I don't care how politically correct, and this is why people can mess with people in the street as a joke and pranks and all that, and they do nothing. Some do. But it's because of this. It's like the truth of the experience, the truth of standing up for, like, enough is enough. And we saw everything that we were doing. And we also realized that, okay, I'm also the one that has to strangle that shut again also. Because when you open up something, meaning allow another being to behave a certain way without you saying it, you're actually saying that it's okay, energetically. That's how much traumatized human beings have been. How much trauma it is to actually grow up here. That's what it means. Many beings are going around traumatized, and they are not even aware that they're traumatized, because the system doesn't even recognize that as trauma. No, you're a good worker. Yeah, you have to work and you have to this and that. It's all fragmented. That's what we saw as well. It's a very fragmented, this dualistic perspective. It doesn't make sense. You have to bring energy into the game. And many beings don't even know what energy is and how it functions. We didn't even know how good we were at this game because we were busy thinking all this other stuff that people were talking about. You know, sometimes it can be like that. Sometimes your gifts can just be like that. It's just like but it doesn't come from you changing your mind, but it's you changing your mind, but also carrying it out in action. So that you take the steps needed to walk this path. And we're talking about ascension, and it seems so spiritual, and we're talking about Jesus and the Ascended Masters. It seems so, but we want you to know that it is the same as just being a healthy human being. Healthy human being, comprehending this environment clearly, and the connection between the soul and the body. That's the marriage that all of you are actually seeking. The marriage with yourself. Once you've stopped out there, once you've finished the seeking of perhaps new partners, or perhaps new gadgets, or perhaps, oh, it's a new version, and you keep yourself busy like that, once you're done with that, and you see that it's all just cycles of behavior, for what? To please someone else, for someone else to please you, for playing these kind of games. It's time that we fully own who we are before we enter into any partnership, ideally. But it can be done in partnership. It just requires a lot of honesty. That's really it. We know that it can be challenging because of the projections and what is not seen. But that's if both know what the main objective is, that the objective is to stay centered in the self. This is Tantra, you know? This is what Tantra is all about. Tantra is all about that union with yourself, sharing that with another. That's what Tantra is all about. Many beings from the dualistic perspective think that Tantra is about sex. And it has been twisted, right? But there is a holiness in things that is sort of being butchered when things are called whatever and slapped on a postcard or a flyer or whatever, you know? And all these spiritual festivals that are, you know, like that's fun too, that's important too. However, it's important to recognize the truth of why we're here. We're here to evolve as a human being. We're first of all here to connect with ourselves. That's like that's the basic. That's what we're talking about. Most people are not connected to the body. We were not connected. We were cut from the neck, pretty much. And the first time Jesus came through, this was in Sedona, Awakening of the Heart with Trunvala Melchizedek. And we had this one channeler that we remember talking to her. And we were a little bit like, I'm not sure, because she was saying that I could stay with her. And I was like, I'm not sure. You know, I was young and just feeling my way through things. And then I arrived there. I had a reservation somewhere else. I arrived there and someone picked me on the shoulder. I turned around and her eyes locked in with mine, and I could feel there was another energy pushing her out, locking eyes with me, scanning my energy as I scanned her/him. This was Jesus. Scanning completely everything, and then he just said, "You're cut off from the knees." And then he left. And she said, that was Jesus. I cancelled that booking of that hotel, and I went to stay with her. I was like, how does this work? I was just so mesmerized, receiving so much channeling Jesus from the outside, because we were still projecting all of our power on the outside, right? And now we have reversed that. So now we are channeling Jesus. And it's quite a thing. It's quite a thing. And it's just, I wouldn't even think about it like Jesus, because there are a lot of misconceptions about Jesus, and this has been the reason why we've been very hesitant to actually share it, and felt quite a little bit awkward in the beginning, and we had to go through a lot of rounds with that. But what we usually said to people when we were reading A Course in Miracles was like, it doesn't really matter when I'm doing the thing, when I'm reading it, or when I'm consuming it, that it makes sense. If it makes sense, then it should be respected, regardless if it's Jesus or not. You know? There is something to that. Because then you sort of take away the Jesus religion, truth, not truth, biblical, like it's not really how things work. That's just a history, manifested history, right? It's important to know how it works. The psychology of a human. How do you embody your light? And that's what we're here to teach you, to embody your light. Kenneth has been far. This is a long time ago. This was the first time he experienced a Jesus channeling. It was not the only time, but he experienced that. That was a real important moment. And very good memories of being in the flow, learning about spirituality, and also experiencing some complete energy transformations during those times. Very, very interesting. And so we've had many of these moments, and this is now the time to awaken. This is the time to awaken who you truly are. The time of the mind is over. The time of the dualistic mind is over. It's coming to an end. All of the energies are saying that. All of the energies are pointing that way. And so all of your bodies are purging, are going through, many are still going through sort of purgatory stage, in the cocoon stage, to purge everything that the body has experienced, because it has been a lot. And we are here to assist so that the beings that truly wish to anchor their light have a path, a clean path to follow, as we are teaching Kenneth. You can be a fly on the wall and receive the teachings as well. If you're interested in that, there's a link below, and we wish you so much joy and blessings to your day, and we'll talk to you again in the next one. Take care. Ciao.